Today I'm going to show you guys how to make the best salmon on the grill. It's a super simple recipe. It's got those citrusy flavors, a little sweet, a little spicy, and it's absolutely perfect for these hot summer days. Let's get started with the salmon prep first. So here is the fish that I will be using. So this is just from the grocery store. This is a farm-raised salmon, which is fine. You can pretty much use whatever you can find locally. Just make sure you get a nice big piece. Stay away from those smaller cuts. This is just going to come out much better. So here is my fish. Oh, it's got a little fin top here. But anyways, as you can see, the center section is nice and thick. Then it kind of tapers down, gets super thin on the end here and on the side. So this center section is going to take much longer to cook than the side. So what you want to do is you just want to cut off some of these super thin end pieces like this one. I'm going to cut off this fin. I don't need this thing, that's just kind of weird. And then I'm also going to cut off this edge piece right here. So we'll go just like that. Okay. Now these pieces that trimmed off, don't throw these out. You can cook those separately, you can save them for later, but this way you have this nice center cut section where it's roughly the same size and same thickness on all sides, so it's going to cook pretty evenly start to finish. For the seasoning, I'm going with the mix of my maple bourbon seasoning and the all-purpose rub. So the all-purpose is kind of your salt, pepper, garlic, paprika flavors, and the maple bourbon is a really good mix of sweet and savory, which is awesome on salmon. So let's go with the maple bourbon one first. I'm just gonna go a nice even coating. Just gonna pat that in, shake off any excess. That is smelling good already. These rubs, by the way, now all available nationwide at Ace Hardware stores on the Ace Hardware website. And if you're in the Chicagoland area, you can get them at all Mariano's locations, which is pretty cool. All right, now I'm going to finish it off with the all-purpose seasoning. Pat that in. That is looking so good. Be sure to get this edge as well. Okay, so the fish is seasoned. I'm just going to put this piece of salmon on this little tray. Put this off to the side. And this is ready to hit the grill. Swipe this cutting board. Wipe this off real quick, and then we'll continue on. So for this recipe, I've got the seasoned salmon, and then I'm also going to make a sauce that's going to go on top towards the end of the cook. Plus, I'm going to do one more thing. The way that I'm going to cook or grill this salmon is a little bit different, and it's going to provide all that delicious citrusy flavor. So for that, I've got a couple oranges and a couple of limes. So I can leave these stickers on, it doesn't matter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a couple slices of each, and the idea is I'm going to put these on the grill grates and I'm going to put the fish on top. So as this is cooking, as it's grilling, these oranges and lime slices will start to release all those citrusy flavors, and it's going to help add more flavor to the salmon. Cut myself. Should have taken that sticker off. Anyways, back to it. So as I was saying, the salmon will cook on the orange slices and on the lime. It's going to smell amazing. It's going to taste even better. You can also use a grapefruit. You can use lemon. Really, any citrus here will work. So let me move these off. Put it right next to the salmon. I'm going to put this on the grill later on. But for now, I'll just put it right here. Look at that. That looks pretty cool just with the citrus here. Next, let's get started on the sauce. And this is really easy. This is where a lot of the flavor is going to come from. So let's just get right to it. So first, I'm going to go with about a half a cup of soy sauce. Oops. So this will add the delicious umami flavor, that saltiness. I'll just use up the rest of this. Okay, so half a cup of soy sauce. Next, for the sweetness, I've got some honey. Also, half a cup of honey right in that soy sauce. I'm mixing this up in a small saucepan because I'm going to put this on the grill too to reduce this sauce down. So just keep that in mind when you're going to be making this at home. Next, about 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar. So this will add the tanginess, the zestiness. 2 and 3. Right, I think that's kind of how you're supposed to do it. I mean, these doesn't have to be exact, right? You can always measure them out or just kind of eyeball it how I'm doing it, and it's still going to be really good. Next, 1 tablespoon of ginger paste. You can also use fresh, but these are ginger paste, garlic paste. I like using these a lot, especially for cooking when making sauces, because they're super fresh and just really easy and convenient. Next, I've got chili oil crunch. Now, this is a super important ingredient. This will add some texture. It's going to add a lot of the heat and just that really good really good flavor here. Check this out. If you guys have never cooked or used chili crunch, it's chilies, garlic, there's peanuts, and it's all sitting in this delicious oil. And you can use this as a condiment. This on eggs is delicious. Use it on a sandwich, and it's just so flavorful, but it does have a lot of heat. So I'm going to go with 1 tablespoon of this chili oil crunch. I go a little bit more. I like these a little bit more spicy, but if you're doing this for the first time, start with 1 tablespoon and just adjust from there to your heat level preference. All right, next, the juice from 1 orange for a little bit more of that citrusy flavor. And just squeeze this in. Oh yeah. Besides the orange, I'm also going to squeeze in the juice from 1 lime. So we've got the sweet, we've got the citrus. Now we're going to add some tanginess. This is my absolute favorite way of making salmon, especially during the summer, because it's such a flavorful, fresh, and delicious recipe that it just goes so well on these hot summer days. And for the seasoning, I'm going to go with my maple bourbon rub. So again, sweet, savory. So let's give this a little whiskety whisk. This full recipe, by the way, along with all the other ones, are available on my website, grillinwiththat.com, all for free, all right there, so you can find exactly what you're looking for. But yeah, this is looking pretty good to me. So we've got the sauce ready to go. We've got the salmon. We've got the citrus. So now let's go to the grill and get it fired up. For this cook, I'm going to be using my gas grill. Now, I've only made this recipe on my kettle, cooked over charcoal, but I always get a bunch of questions, bunch of comments about you guys asking for me to use a gas grill to make some of these recipes. So that's what I'm going to do today. So this is my new-ish Weber Spirit gas grill. This is the 3-burner version, and this is the stealth model. So it's all blacked out. It looks really cool. It's got the 3 burners, plenty of space inside. So let's get this thing fired up. Actually, I should open this up, and there we go. There we go. Grill is clean, ready to go. So now let's put the salmon on. So the way that I'm going to cook this, the temperature, I'm going to drop this down to about medium heat. So temp-wise, if you're using temperature gauges, if you're checking for heat, around 350 to 375 should be good. And sort of an indirect heat setup, because this is a gas grill. Here, come on over, I'll show you. So the 3 burners are right here. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to put this fish, or the salmon, right here between these 2 burners. So the way that I'm going to put this down is I'm going to go with my orange and lime slices on the grates. Yeah, look at that. I think you guys are seeing where this is going. So we'll go with the lime. Gonna keep them all close. Now let's go with our salmon directly on top. I mean, look how beautiful this looks with that maple bourbon rub, that all-purpose seasoning. Just lay it down right there. Before I close the grill, I'm going to put my saucepan right next to it. So as the fish is cooking, the sauce is going to start to warm up, reduce, and I'm going to apply it to the fish at the very end. Also, if you're doing this inside the house, if you don't want to use your grill or smoker, and you're doing this in the oven, just be sure to use a wire rack. Line it up with the citrus, put the salmon on that, and then put that in the oven just to help keep things nice and clean. But yeah, just as easily to make in the oven as it is to make outside on the grill. All right, it's been about 15 minutes. Let's take a look at our salmon and the sauce. Ooh, oh yeah, that is looking nice. Here, check out the sauce just kind of simmering away, reducing. Let's give that a quick little whisk. Smells so good. All right, let's check the salmon temperature. So I like to cook these to 135 internal. So we are at 120, 122. So this is a good time to start glazing it. It's going to probably take another 5 to 10 minutes to finish it off. So let me get this glaze. Let's get this glaze. Be sure you wear a heat-resistant glove. These, by the way, are also available on our website. What I like to do is give this another stir and then just gently pour it right over the fish. Ooh, look at that. And just kind of dab on the rest. Be sure you get the sides here. Now, since this isn't fully cooked yet, I'm going to remove the sauce from the grill because that is reduced enough. I don't want it to continue cooking or simmering. I'm going to close the lid and let this cook for another maybe 5-10 minutes. We'll check the temperature again, give it another glaze, and the salmon will be ready. All right, let's take another look. Whew. Wow, that is looking so nice. That sauce, that glaze is starting to caramelize. So let's check the internal temperature again. 2, 3, 4. Look at that. We are almost right on the money. So 135 is sort of a medium rarish finish for salmon. At that point, it's completely safe to eat. Plus, it's going to rest. It's going to be nice and juicy, super flaky. But before I pull it off, I'm going to glaze it just one more time. And instead of just pouring it out of the pan, I'm just going to kind of let it drip from my brush here. It's sweet, sticky, a little spicy, citrusy. Such a great glaze for salmon. Now to remove the salmon from the grill, I like to use this wide and long spatula, and I'm going to go underneath the citrus, and we're going to pull all of it off together. There we go. Oh yeah. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Just like with any other protein, I'm going to let this rest for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're going to try it out. Oh yeah. All right, salmon has rested. Now it's time to try this thing out. But just look how pretty this looks. You serve this on your dinner table over the oranges, the limes, with this beautiful glaze. This is a showstopper. All right, here we go. I mean, look at that. Flaky, juicy. That, my friends, is a perfect piece of salmon right there. Wow. That is so good. You get that citrus, you get the heat from that chili oil crisp, the delicious flaky salmon. I mean, this is such a great recipe. And the best part, it comes together in what, 25, 30 minutes, start to finish, with making the glaze, and you probably have most of those ingredients at home already, and it's such an easy recipe, especially for these hot summer days. It's light, it's fresh, it's citrusy. Oh yeah. And just a little bit of heat from that chili oil. You definitely have to try this one out. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to continue eating my salmon. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Oh, yeah. I mean, look at that.